Are we on?
I don't know. I always assume.
I eat parts of the drummy that Andy feels
That's not going to happen today. No. It's not inappropriate. It's disgusting. It's how it's very. It's not how a
we'll talk
Homo
about,
sapien
we'll keep it.
There's
eats
one,
a wing.
There's one
it's
good
more
bite
canine.
on the drummy. All right. Hey, look at that, folks. What? This is a very special episode of Three Lawyers Eating Sandwiches.
Really?
Why is it special? One, we're not eating sandwiches.
That's what I was
That's true.
No, but two, we were challenged by the devil to participate in one of these hot one type of challenges.
Yeah.
And we have a variety of very spicy hot sauces that were brought to us by our producer, the devil. And we have some chicken. Is it from Chuck's Hot Chicken? Is it?
Yes.
Chuck's Hot Chicken.
Chuck's Hot Chicken. And we've got wings, we've got tenders. We might have fries. I don't know. What else do we have?
Now, here's the problem.
We have wings and fries. What about tenders? We have no tenders?
We got tendies.
Okay. Don't tell me we're not tenders.
Yeah. Although the problem with the tendies is I was told they are not matching the heat. But I guess that doesn't matter. Do we have sauces for the tenders?
Tendies?
I've heard people call chicken tenders chicken tendies.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's childish, but if people like it, who am I to say?
I'm not.
Wait, that's the point.
Yeah,
it is.
Exactly. It's children's food.
No, yeah, it's children's food, right? Because a wing is better than a tender.
I would argue
that's
that.
crazy.
It's actually
That's crazy
science.
talk.
No, how is
that science?
Because with the bone in, you get way more flavor.
But you get a much better chew with tender.
You're assuming that just the flavor is the primary motive. The ease of eating is a big part of enjoyment of eating.
And also 90% of the flavor for me
is the breading?
No, the breading and the sauce.
Yeah, I like the breading. I like a little crunch to it. You don't get a crunch on a wing.
And that's why
I love wings. I don't want to pit it.
And that's why not a lot of people
just
eat the wings with no sauce or anything on them.
Well,
you got to have dry rub, but that's like sauce, but it's dry.
Wait, but you're comparing.
Nobody just makes a wing with no seasoning.
Right, but nobody eats a tender without breading.
Well, it wouldn't be a tender without breading. That's how you make a tender.
I guess.
It would just be a strip.
But that's where the flavor is. They're adding the breading with seasoning.
Sure.
I mean, you can't compare a sauceless wing unless it's a dry rub to a tender because you're stripping where the flavor
Well, I'm saying the flavor comes from the seasoning and not so much from the underlying. It's like shrimp. Shrimp, I think, are basically tasteless.
They are. Most things are tasteless. It's what you do with it.
And the only thing you're eating is cocktail sauce.
You're describing this is the whole concept of cooking.
Is
adding flavor to.
It's true. I mean, let's face it. I mean, most meats in and of themselves. That's why bacon's the perfect food.
Well,
bacon's the only food that you don't have to do anything to other than prepare it. You don't have to add a damn thing to it.
You can do stuff to it.
You can. But you don't have to. Not a damn thing.
I had the best steak I ever had in Florida the last
Where?
time.
Really? What kind of steak?
At a place Lucy took me. I'll get it from her. I don't know. It was, but it.
What city?
It chewed like a chicken tender. You know, it had that perfect. You gave resistance, but there was no gristle. I hate gristle.
It yielded to the bite.
It really did.
Yeah. It chewed like chorizo.
Yeah, right. Then you got to give them context
for that.
Guacamole.
Or guacamole.
Terry has two foods that he pronounces incorrectly. But he just learned them wrong.
I keep it up now just
for appearances.
It's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, guacamole. Adorable. A lot of little kids will call it. You don't call it spaghetti, right? You say spaghetti.
Now he does.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you're beyond that.
No,
and then the other one we just learned today was he doesn't know how to pronounce chorizo.
Yeah.
Chorizo.
He pronounces
chorizo.
it. What? How are you saying?
Chorizo.
Chorizo.
Which is an
it's
elegant,
a word jumble.
It's an elegant Spanish pronunciation. The Spanish upper class, that's how they get it.
I promise you that the Spanish upper class want nothing to do with your pronunciation.
Come here, Brody, tell them. Brody, I believe
Brody did take Spanish many years in school.
Chorizo. You know...
He's got the
and
orzo.
It's a pasta, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
and he
you.
needs to make the orzo sound come out, so he puts the G first.
You're a language defender.
You know
Thank
what?
you.
There's actually, I bet you that's right. So anyway, what we have here is we got wings that are being heated up.
But real quick about he took a bunch of years of Spanish.
Yeah.
My friend Derb Curley took 7 years of Latin.
And he knows no Latin, or he knows some?
He said, what is it? What good? I mean, who's he going to speak Latin?
I don't know. The Pope. That's about it. Of course, now the Pope speaks fluent Chicago.
Wait, I thought nobody speaks Latin.
It's a language
I thought it's
that is
a dead language that's only written, no? Which I don't understand why.
Can speak
I think you could speak it. Some of the old school
I don't know if that's
Catholic
true.
priests will still do their sermons in Latin.
Yeah,
right, but
do.
like if you took Latin class, I don't know that you speak in Latin, do you?
I think you might.
I didn't take Latin class. I took Spanish like every other kid.
Can you imagine taking 7 years of Latin?
I guess.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's like anything else.
Yeah,
I can't imagine there's that much to it that you got to take 7 years
I can't imagine those people go out in the
let me ask you this.
and live for 21
our
days.
producers, are these sauces lined up in the order from the least spicy to the most spicy? What?
Those spices are just for you.
Oh, my. So they're already... This is already happening?
They're pre-sauced, pre-spiced.
Oh,
they're not
geez.
saucy
See,
wings.
now there goes my whole cheat. I had this whole vision that I was going to take
Andy,
plain wings, do
don't
the slightest
show
little
people
dip.
Your hand.
I was going to do a slight dip.
Do you all know that Andy lost part of his hand in a lawnmower accident?
Right.
Yeah, but I think you could get a better glove. I mean, that doesn't.
It doesn't look like you're going to have the kind of like dexterity in that glove that you might have
just
in
watch.
something else.
Wait till you see what I do with a flat.
Of course, I've seen what you can do with a hook, and it's impressive. Anyway, so I can't believe this. Guys, this is shocking. The flavor is already embedded in the wing. I really thought I was going to take these tiny little dips and then take a bite and be like, oh, that was spicy.
That's why we put the flavor in the wing.
Shoot.
Well, Frosty, the warm weather's coming, and you're going to
put a little.
This looks like an old school duck sauce.
It
and
does.
yet it's their, it's
no,
their
not
sweet
duck,
chili sauce.
sweet and sour.
Yeah, well, that's what we used to call duck sauce in New York. It's what when you have Chinese food, it was all duck sauce.
The duck is is a different sauce.
No, it's just like that. It's basically sweet chili.
Maybe it's different.
Yeah,
here.
like look at Didi.
Didi
Was the company that always made the best duck sauce.
Didi?
Yeah, Didi duck sauce.
Duck
and then we got green pepper, Cholula. I'm not having
duck sauce is generally a sweet, like it's kind of sweet and savory brownish sauce that's like used in mushu pork.
That's what
in
Bing
Chinese
Lao,
cuisine.
Bing always used to put things in egg foo young sauce.
Nothing new there. Where's our food? I'm hungry. Now, in the last podcast that we did, you may all recall, I had an incident. Yeah, we were eating a lot of pizza.
Yes,
I hadn't eaten in 24 hours because I wanted to have an appetite, but then I went too hard, too fast, and I crashed.
Hard.
Now I haven't eaten again.
That's what you ought to put on your tombstone.
I crashed.
Too hard, too fast. Then I crashed.
And then I crashed.
That's perfect.
That's
for
it.
you.
I not even put my name on there. Just that. What are you looking at? What are you doing?
Well, these things remind me of something that I think is brilliant to run by you. You want to talk now or after?
Okay, no, I want to hear it. If you've got brilliance at foot, I think everybody would like to hear it.
So do you want to hear about the world's first indoor living room paddle sport?
Sure.
Board ball.
What do you do?
So, gosh, I'm trying to.
Should we get the first level? Okay, let's get a wing in our mouths, and because I think I'll be able to focus better with just a simple.
Okay.
Just give him one.
Yeah, just a simple.
Well, there isn't a way to split it up.
Oh,
okay. But I don't want to see him go where he went to.
Well, I just won't finish the whole thing. I'll just take a bite.
I think that was quantity.
Ooh, I'll tell you.
It was, and I was just starving. Okay, listen, we're going to get back to the story in a second, but this is level 1. This is a good-looking chicken wing.
But you know what?
I'm jumping in. What?
Do we? I don't know who made these, and I'm sure they're a great restaurant. But boy, I'll tell you.
What?
This ain't the kind of skin I like on chicken.
Just eat it.
Yeah, I will, but it's sort of
little fatty.
It's skinny. You know what I mean? It's not like crispy.
It's not bad.
And you can kind of see the little holes.
There's no heat.
Where the feathers were.
0.
Okay.
They have a lot of nerve calling that a 1.
Yeah, in terms of heat.
0.
Yeah, there's no heat there.
It's more temperature heat.
Yeah, this is their attempt to lull us into a false sense that we can handle this.
So I have some friends who I go on a trip with every year, and it's sort of as we're sitting around, we'll create stupid games.
Is that level 2, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Let's just because they're hot. And they're bringing in.
Do we have any drinks today?
No. It's milk and water.
No,
today.
that's a plain tendy, but that's level 2 wings.
You got to go with milk or water, preferably milk, because this is going to get uncomfortable and unpleasant.
There you go.
I would just like a wing.
Oh, look at the size of that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay,
but the skin again.
That's okay, though, because you have a couple of good bites on there. We know what you mean. We know what we do. I do. I know exactly. I'm right there with you, by the way. That said, this one looks pretty good. This is a level 2? Level 2?
Now, here, why don't you try a tendy?
Okay. Well, at least this one's got some flavor.
Huh.
Okay. Definitely. That's tasty, tolerable.
What does it go up?
No, that's
to?
a tender.
Do the tenders have any of the sauce of the seasoning?
They don't.
What does it go up to?
100?
No, that we're gonna do. Oh, wait, I spilled.
5?
Well, we're
2.
There's not much so far.
No. So, but it's like what is it, is it the Richter scale?
No,
Like
the
it's exponentially.
Scoville.
No, the Scoville's for hot food. But I'm saying the way that on the Richter scale, with each passing point.
Oh, 10 times.
Yeah, it's like 10. That's how I think it is with the what is it called?
Scoville.
Scoville units.
Yeah, we haven't
Which
really
go
hit
up to like 3 million.
I had
give me just so I'm ready. Just give me like 2 inches worth of
Could
milk.
I get a diet?
No, I
orange?
want to see. It's fun to watch the person wait for the milk be poured. Hurry.
I mean, that was a little
wait
bit.
on the
I can
milk.
taste a little
Yeah,
bit.
Yeah, that had flavor, but like
bit.
if you got that in a restaurant, you wouldn't think that was spicy. You would just think it was a wing.
Yeah. Although I like my wings a little wetter.
Now, Andy, continue your story.
Board ball. So we'll make up little games. Started with a game called Wicker Ball, evolved this year into board ball. And it really is just using whatever we have around to create some sort of game. I happen to have like a Nerf ball. For some reason, the house we stayed in had an enormous supply of cutting boards. So we created this game, board ball. And the 4 of us would sit in different seats, and it's taking the board and counting how many times you can keep it in the air, right? And there's some flair in the game, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you'll hit it off the ceiling, whatever. So I see on Instagram all these stupid like beach games, like it's sort of half cornhole, half skee ball, that seem to be successful. And I feel like a living room paddle sport like this, if you especially have a ball that counts the hits, maybe has some encouraging, like odd, funny
knock stuff over.
Yeah, great hit. No, it'll say stuff. I feel like this could be, and then you see on ESPN the games. It's sort of in the same family as throwing the football onto the roof and it rolls down and you have to catch it.
Yeah.
I think it's in that sort of realm of novelty sports.
I like those homemade games.
Yeah,
They're fun.
That's right.
You could make a lot of games out of nothing. How many
yeah.
people have made great games just out of a balloon?
Board ball.
Just think of the fun we've had just keeping a balloon in the air.
Well, have you seen those competitive
we're all like little ants.
balloon games?
But men and women women don't do any of this.
Yeah, why do you think that is?
but
I've never seen women try to keep the balloon in the air.
But their hand-eye coordination is what it's all about.
No.
For men.
Wait.
What game? Isn't it hand-eye coordination?
Never mind. I misunderstood what you were saying. Have you seen the game where it's like a crowded space with they'll have a car and a couch, and there's one version that's tag, but there's another one that's like keeping a balloon in the air. It's competitive. It's on television, and it gets insane.
ESPN will put anything on.
ESPN 2.
Well,
that's where keeping the balloon in the air is prime time.
I don't even think it's 2.
Did you ever see?
Cornhole,
did you ever
curling.
see the slippery steps?
No. But that sounds like a great sport.
They walk up steps that are so slippery that it's amazing. Ooh,
I've
give
never
me a
seen
little
it.
piece of that.
What the heck is this?
You don't want it.
No, the tender.
What is this?
You don't want it.
Oh, okay. There's no ice in here yet, so here, I'll just keep it here till you have ice. It just seemed like there wasn't any.
I think I'm going to get a different tender. I think we got a.
What do we got here? Is
Bad-
We got a bunk tender.
Yeah, it's real too chewy.
Very chewy. You don't want it.
Yeah, I think we used to have a game in the fraternity.
Wait, did you just give me a good tender or a bad tender?
Bad.
Oh, why'd you give it to me?
Because I said don't eat it. And you said give it to me.
Oh, well, that explains that.
Whenever there's food you have it, I just say give it to me.
We used to play on our knees, hands and knees football in a living room.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah, where you would go and you would hold the ball and you'd have to keep your both knees
yeah.
and you go and people would stop you. I mean, it was
See,
fun.
now we had a variation of that. My brother and I, one of us would stand on one side of the room with a football. The other one would be defending the bed. And the whole idea would be they just run at you. If they could get onto the bed with a football, it's a touchdown. If you could tackle them before they reach the bed, you stopped them and you turn over.
But there's not a woman. Well, I shouldn't say there's not
let's
a woman.
I think it's an interesting discussion. We're not saying it's a positive difference or a negative difference. Why does that seem like the case? It doesn't seem like they do.
Thank you, Ed.
Because
What are you worried you're going to get you worried
What
that
I'm saying
the
is
audience
If we're
gonna-
wrong, then we're wrong, and then people can tell us that no, we actually do that stuff. We just don't do it in front of guys. Because how would we know?
They don't do
We're
it.
not like every incarnation of this that we have discussed. So we've all known each other a long time.
Yes.
Never heard your story about this. You've never heard my story. What I'm saying is you're assuming that they don't do it, but there were no women present in the room when you did it, or when I did it, or when you did it.
I've done
And
games
listen,
like that with women in the room. and they just
mathematically, you're
they just
technically
call
correct.
You stupid. They look at
Well,
you.
but that's
they
the
never get
women
in
you
on
are
it.
hanging out with, and probably the stupid was fair.
Maybe, but
no,
they
it's
never get in on
fun.
it. Remember when we used to go in your office and we throw a football back and forth? You throw a football, women would come in. They didn't say, "Oh, toss it here. Let me get a
I
toss
used to
in."
have that basketball game.
Am I wrong?
That I would every night I would take Adam Elbine's newspaper. I was good at it, and I would always win his newspaper, which I know it meant a lot to him. And then I give it back to him.
Okay.
But I was good at it.
You know what Adam Albine loved? When you get free stuff from the stations.
He still comes down
Do you
here and
remember?
he comes
we
down
used to
here
get
and
stuff
goes
from Charter. We got a popcorn bowl one year. It was just a plastic bowl.
Yeah,
And it
no.
said Charter on the side.
No,
and he was so excited
He
about
still
it.
got it.
Yeah, he was so
He
excited.
still eats popcorn
I've
out
had
of
him down here, and he goes into the little merch place. He loves that stuff.
That's
He's
fantastic.
dressed exclusively in Brown and Crouppen apparel.
Do you wear any Brown and Crouppen apparel?
Like when it is occasion appropriate.
Oh, see, I wear Brown and Crouppen apparel
A lot.
like 70% of the
'Cause
time.
it's
I think
free.
it's fabulous.
No, it's great. But you're doing it mostly for cost reasons.
No, comfort reasons.
Budgetary
I
reasons.
think it's very
You know what? Because you know
comfortable.
why?
It
Because
is.
our
We have
merch is good
comfortable
stuff.
merch.
And you know what
Okay,
I found?
now what do we have?
If you guys ever see us
level
at a
3?
festival or a fair and we've got merch,
You know what I found?
come get our merch. The good stuff.
Those new hats I made,
Yeah.
which has Ann Crouppen.
Yeah.
My people stopping me has gone up 50%.
Really?
Yeah, it's 'cause
Asking
they
about
see
the hat?
Well, because they
No,
see
you know
the
what it was?
Crouppen,
Exactly.
It completes the circuit. You know,
Well,
they
it just
say-
it satisfies like that little mystery when you see someone in person. Is that so and so?
Yes,
They
yes.
see that, they know they're right, and then they can go ahead and,
What
and say
about
something.
if you
You
got a
oughta-
brown
you oughta-
hat with the and then just an arrow pointing down to you?
If there comes to a point, you know what? 70% of the
Oh,
people don't
we
get
got wings.
the hat as it is.
They don't get it.
They don't
These
get
are
it.
level 3?
With making it harder.
Now, I want to warn you.
Yes,
You
this
prefer
is a big
drummy?
jump.
I prefer a tender.
All right, but this is a wing thing.
Okay, that's fine.
So a drummy or a flat?
A drummy.
You're cooling them off
Or
at
give me a
a
give me a
pace
flat.
unnecessarily
Are they
rapid.
cooked any better?
You just got to decide.
Okay, give me a flat.
Okay.
I'll try that. Maybe that'd be better.
The menu, I believe, said level 3 and higher are for competitive
Oh my!
reasons only. Exercise extreme caution. And let me say this: please do not go beyond your comfort zone. I do not have the time to take you to the hospital today.
Let's have a
The
drink.
lid might pop off here, Terry. Next year when we do the 2025s, I think we might need ones with different lids.
Yeah.
Have you tried it? Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to get a little hot. I mean, no, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's a little hot.
That's hot.
It's very
It's
hot.
Okay, that's hot.
I'm done.
really?
That's hot. Yeah, it's hot.
It's
That's hot.
That's very hot.
Dude, it's hot.
I would. This is no. I would say for me, this is not quite. I mean, certainly I can feel the sensation,
Give me some milk. Give me
but
some
I
milk.
do not. This is not
Well, you can't
hot.
have milk. You used your glass. Now
Well,
you're fucked.
could somebody get me
Excuse my
another
language.
glass? I'm on.
Can Terry have another glass, please?
I'm done.
He needs milk. He's tapping out for
no,
milk.
What, who am I doing it for?
Oh. For the people?
Yeah, the people.
Oh, man.
Do you think there's more than 5 people? Or
They will be because we'll take these clips out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they'll
More than
get a
5
lot of-
people will see this.
Of course.
That's not even close to tap out.
Listen, no, it's not tap out for me either. But now we're hot. The last one I would
You
have
know
put
what?
in the medium category.
you know what? It's going to be.
It was flavor, but not much.
It's going to be unpleasant.
Of course.
What am I doing it for them? They
the
don't
people.
care to see me
You do it
suffer.
for what is that? Regular tenders? Oh. Okay,
Okay, but
so
those are
here's-
just regular.
right.
Yeah.
The trick is not to drink soda. Because,
No, he's drinking milk.
okay, he'll
Here, let me.
I'm gonna grab a pickle.
Okay, yeah, I had a couple earlier. Oh, we got to get those back in the oven if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
a pickle.
Just actually, really, all we need
Pickle
is
helps.
one tender in the oven. Let it really crisp up. Let's give it the best shot of being better than a
I
wing.
mean, what am I suffering for them?
You suffer. Yes.
They don't care.
The people care.
They do.
No,
People
they-
like seeing it. They think it's funny.
It is. And also, listen, you're making a sacrifice to your safety, to your health.
It's not.
You're taking years off your life. Why? To make an impression on these people so that if, God forbid, something happens to them and they need a lawyer, they call you, who's proven what if you're willing to do this to make them happy.
No,
That's
no.
right.
What would you be willing to do to get them a good
You're
settlement?
proving you know pain.
That's
Or
right.
I'm
This is empathy.
smart enough
Yeah.
to know this is
avoid it,
stupid.
yeah.
And so that's the lawyer you want.
I think
No.
you could go either way on that one.
You want the lawyer who is prepared to put themselves in pain for your betterment.
No, but you don't.
let's-
There's no betterment.
There's betterment.
This
There's
is the lawyer that's stupid enough to suffer for nothing.
I
But if
think
I'm
there
enjoying
is-
watching you suffer this much, and clearly he is, I can only imagine the thrill that many of these people are getting. You know how disliked you are by certain
Have you ever
defense
been-
lawyers in this community?
They feel bad that they're asking us.
Have you ever
Do
been-
you want me to go on?
The public has no sympathy
Jen,
for
do
you.
you want me to go on?
She wants you to tap
Look
out
at
when you're
Brody.
ready to tap out.
Look, I've never seen him so excited.
Oh,
That's that's
Who in their right mind would have put a bet on him winning?
There is, honestly, I think
Everybody, have they met him?
anyone who did not know with 100% certainty that this was mine all day, every day, really
Right,
needs to reapply for their job.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
insane.
It's
This
nuts.
has me all over it. Yeah.
without proper context, you'll take time to send other people into a Disney.
Right. I was worried about him and him.
Don.
I think I even told you I'd
don't
win.
say nobody. I knew. I knew going into it. I said, "There's no
He's
way
sweating.
either of us are going to have a chance
I'm
against
not
Andy."
sweating.
I don't know how big your bite was. Well, that's because you guys saw what happened to me just eating regular pizza, and you were like, "If the guy can't eat regular pizza, he's sick to dog 3 slices in."
Bring it.
Brody. So they were smart enough to take me right out. But wait, if they listen to Brody, when we talked about it, I told you Andy was going to win.
Do it.
I don't even think it's fair to say I won.
Well,
I said I would do it.
wait a second. What
said, I'm
is
in.
the end of this? Whenever somebody taps out?
Yes.
When
you're-
everybody's
yeah,
out.
If you tapped
I
out,
mean,
you're
I
out.
could win this.
No, you
couldn't.
can't.
No, you can't. Of
course I could.
No,
No.
you can't.
Because when you get to the hottest
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
you got to keep eating until
Yeah,
somebody
it's
taps.
pain.
No.
It's like
You
what
want-
questions?
Here, so we have some questions
Oh,
to
okay.
ask Terry. Terry, here's a question a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
our viewers would like to know the answer to.
Oh, I like this.
We've been doing commercials 45 years. I think most of them, or at least a lot of them, know that you've written at least 80% of the commercials that we've done over the years. So what they want to know is this. So what's your process? Where do the ideas come from?
They just come to me. And you know what?
Could you
I
take a sip of
believe-
something?
A little closer to the mic.
No, a little further from the mic until you have a sip of something.
Okay. Hey, wins.
No.
Oh,
To me,
number 4? Okay.
to me, it's fun. It's artistic to write a commercial. The
But what's your
placement of
process is the
words,
question.
I get an idea, something
Oh,
comes
Jesus
to me,
Christ. Yeah. This is going to
and
be...
then I
are
sit
you
in
gonna-
front of a computer and I
gonna-
write it up. I place like a person making a fence out of stone. You ever seen how they do, where you find the exact right
Yeah.
stone? I find the exact right word to get it. Not only that works for me,
But what
'cause
usually starts it? Is it that you have a
I'll see-
concept,
yeah, I
a
see,
phrase, and
yeah.
you're like, I really like that
Yes.
phrase, I'm going to write something around it?
exactly. That's what I have a whole section in here.
How's number 4?
I don't know. I'm choking a little bit. That one's hot.
Oh, Jesus.
That one starts to get a
Oh,
little
go
hot.
ahead, Mister.
Oh, listen, I'm in, man.
This is a big jump. Do you know anyone who, when they
Oh, God.
eat things that are too hot, they freak out? I think never mind. Yes, you do.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
You're going to take another bite?
No.
Just wanted to make sure.
I've got some
Oh,
water
boy.
in here. I'd like you to put milk with the water.
Really? No. Let me get you some clean milk.
Well, where are you going to do that?
Get a fire
Just
hose.
get a clean milk.
Get him a fire.
Just a little
hose.
bit of milk. This is not a tap out milk. This is just want to see where things stand. Might need a pickle.
Does milk really work that well?
They say it does. I don't know.
Would you like a cookie? No, I got cookies but on the idea that maybe
Okay.
that would help.
Listen, I'm there. I'm tolerating.
Let's
I'm
see.
tolerating. Oh, there's a pickle. Thank you, my boy. This is why you need good producers around. They show up with pickles. All right. Okay. I need the acid from the pickle to neutralize.
Okay. You know what? A French fry might be good.
It would be if we had any fries.
We don't have fries?
We have fries. I'll get you some.
Are they real hot fries?
No. Don't do that.
What?
We need them heated up.
Heat it up.
Yeah, you don't want a cold fry.
I don't want to.
Oh, actually, maybe you do.
I don't want them in the absence of Okay.
You know,
now
oddly-
here's the thing. I'm getting a second generation of it on my lips now.
Yeah.
It's really, I must have like touched something hot with the tip of my tongue because that's where I'm really getting it.
Are
Okay.
there any? Are there any of
I
the
got it. I still
famous
got number
peppers
5
in
coming.
any of this?
Here's a problem.
Okay. I need to clean my palate with the plain tender. That's the key. Oh, are you cooling off with a little ranch there?
I like ranch with the fry.
I think you're cooling off that burn. I know what's happening here.
Yeah, of course.
So let me ask you this. The first time you went in and shot one of your commercials,
Um,
do you have any idea what you were doing? Were you actually listening to the director then, or did you have an innate sense of what you wanted to do?
I think our first commercials were done at the University of Illinois by Steve. What was his name? He was an artist, real filmmaker. Remember the Street Smart Law campaign?
Yeah. We actually we've been putting out throwback commercials
Oh, really?
on social, and we included a Street Smart. That was where it all started on television, right?
And he was.
Wait, was Street Smart Law the original?
That's a good question. No, I don't know if it was them or the Van Osteen. You know, the guy who
That's
did the, what was the name of the famous court decision?
I don't know.
Bates.
Bates, yeah.
Oh,
Van was around.
Okay.
We went out to Arizona.
All right. I'm back in my fighting shape now. I'm ready for this number 5 business. Yeah,
Really?
That's right. I'm not messing around here. You kidding me? This guy comes at me. He thinks he's got it all. He ain't got nothing. You know, that's the thing is that
Did you drink milk?
I took one sip of milk. Yeah.
I think what's often overlooked in me is a deep-bedded competitive spirit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like to lose, and I don't like to. I would rather. I could see myself dying
Here you go.
from stupidity, like because of stubbornness or whatever. Like this needs like 2 more hours in the oven. You know, like I like them like to crisp it to really get the get all the juice out. I don't like juicy. Guys, you think people remember that we're not just guys eating sandwiches, but we're actually a law firm that handles injury cases?
You think the podcast has gotten so big, they forgot about our roots?
Have they forgotten about this man, 45 years on the television, telling people that we don't get paid unless you get paid? Do you think they know that?
Tell them.
We don't get paid if you don't get paid.
There you go. You've been hurt? Call us. Now back to the podcast. I don't like messy. Okay.
Well, what's odd
Now,
is
here's the deal.
a Nashville hot chicken is generally not a wing, is it?
Now here's the deal.
Yeah.
We've got this is the top of the mark. This is the number 5s. It's sitting in front of both of us.
Oh, is that it?
That's it.
This is as high as it goes?
This is as high as it goes, but let me tell you, this is all the way to the top. You're prepping your palate with a little Diet Coke?
No, it's just thirsty.
Okay.
Wait, is there a plain wing?
Yeah, we've got some plain wings. We also got some tendies.
But
I want a tender.
yeah, you're kind of. I mean, we're kind of at the
We're in the
precipice
middle of
right
something
here
there.
of the number 5.
I know.
I just wasn't sure if we were going to take simultaneous bites.
Tendy.
Wait.
No. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not going before you.
Why not?
I want to see how you handle it. Or I stupidly jump in. What do you think? I'm a moron?
So you're giving in?
No. I just like it. I like to see your reaction. I mean, if you.
Well, I
fall
was
to
waiting
the-
for yours.
Well, if you fall to the floor having a heart attack, I'm probably going to throw in the white napkin.
That's kind of what was my strategy,
That's
too.
why I suggested perhaps simultaneous bites. I don't see any other way around it.
Although, if you're as confident in your ability as you say,
I might soak my lips in milk.
Here's the thing. I'm confident. I'm also confident I don't like feeling bad. I also
Wait a second. I mean, I'm about to win this.
could care less about winning.
A few moments ago.
Anyone who did not know with 100% certainty that this was mine all day, every day, really
Right,
needs to reapply for their job.
Exactly.
Run that back, Turbo.
Anyone who did not know with 100% certainty that this was mine all day, every day, really needs to reapply for their job.
I'm about to win it.
You got to eat it to win it. Go ahead. Let's see.
Fucking A.
wait just a second.
Wait, hold on. This is going to be great.
Isn't that what I said?
Oh my God.
That's what I thought. Oh, boy.
You don't want to win this. Okay.
Oh, boy.
No, you can't.
Uh-oh.
It's coming on strong. You could almost taste the powder of whatever they put in there.
Oh, his voice is changing.
Like there's a thickness.
His coloring is changing.
Yeah. And it hasn't even fully arrived yet. It's coming through the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up the throat, back through the back of the nose.
Yeah.
It's now resting right here in the bulbous portion.
Okay. I think it may be growing.
Okay, now it's hit the roof of my mouth.
Your nose is changing colors.
All right, see, now this is where it gets bad because now it's in the little balls of the eye. You know how it goes up to the eye?
You mean your eyeballs?
Yeah, but the little, the tear ducts. it's coming out the tear ducts.
It's really taken a path. It's really quite a journey.
It is. It's a slow creeper. Oh, you know where I'm getting it now?
Oh, boy.
Jesus. Okay, so there's a sensation at the base of my nose, right above the mustache where the nose and the mustache meet.
Yeah.
Feels like it was touched with a poker out of a fireplace.
Your mustache is very bushy today. I'm just noticing.
Oh, could I get back in the contest?
Sure. You want to jump
Yeah.
in on
You
5?
guys are making it look so fun.
Okay, well, now here's the
Not
beauty.
getting
Notice, though,
it.
I have not reached for the milk. Of course they are. That's they're sweating.
Does anybody
Okay.
know what kind of peppers are in these?
I think I might have a
any-
cavity.
Are
I think
any-
it might have identified something on this side because I'm having one tooth that feels the spice inside of it.
Are there any of them that
I would
have?
see. Do we have a dentist in the room? Have you ever?
Do
Whoa.
we have anybody who's
Wait,
been
hold
to
on.
a dentist?
I think he may be blind. We may have to pay $2,500 to get his vision back.
Okay.
Why do you think?
Now,
that?
have I gone long enough to where I can now eat a fry or drink a milk without it being a crime?
Oh, you could have done that immediately.
No, I want. Listen, I want to experience the.
No, why would I do that to myself?
You're not going to do it. You should do it.
Andy, I got money on you.
Well, that was a mistake.
No. No, it.
No, I'm.
This is the worst episode we've ever done.
No, I don't think so at all. I
Or
think
is it the
that's
best?
gonna.
What are these people? Is this what you people want?
No, no.
What,
See,
shall I get a gun and shoot myself?
I think they want to see. I think they want to see which of us are sensible people, which one are,
Well,
we're exposing
I
different.
am
Ed's
clearly-
competitive. He's going to fight for you
I
to
am-
the
That's
end.
Exactly.
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
stay
do whatever it
cool-headed.
takes.
I'm going to make decisions rationally based on
I'm eating a pickle.
what I believe is right for me and my client, and not get sucked into some battle that I don't need to fight.
Well,
And I'm like you, except more.
You're
I
a
took
wise.
these
Yes,
things to
that's
court
right.
and I beat them.
That's right.
Is
God,
it
there are a
getting
lot of
better?
pillows here. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting better. Listen,
It's not the hot chip challenge. That
No.
was.
Let me say this. This is actually a
Did you do
good
that
challenge.
one?
If you want to have fun, I would recommend it. Go with your buddies. Go to Chuck's. It was tolerable. I think it was painful, but I don't think it was painful to where somebody, like, I don't think it's going to be hurting me in an hour. It'll be fine.
You don't think?
I don't think. Who knows? Maybe it comes out the other end and it destroys my behind. Who knows?
Oh, I think that's very.
I guess
possible.
we'll do it. I guess we'll do an update.
No,
That's
wouldn't it? I would guess it would.
I
As it goes through,
Yeah,
I guess
I think
enough would
that's right.
stay that it would burn.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Be very careful.
With your fingers.
Yeah.
Yes. No. You got to keep it out of your eyes. They'll
yeah,
blind
don't
you.
touch your
Why
eyes.
don't you go wash your hands?
We're
Or
not
does
done yet.
anybody got to?
We're not done. We're just getting going. Now, did we
I'm shocked
exhaust?
that you didn't try the 5.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not when I
Thought
saw
you would have
it.
handled it in your sleep. The only thing that's really uncomfortable are my lips. My lips are on fire.
I like hot food. I don't like it when it stops tasting good, like Juju was saying. I don't mind it. I can do it. I'm generally the person who,
Oh, wait a second. Come on over here, Stephen.
yeah. See, here's the thing.
Let's give Stephen a little.
Oh, you know what?
thought.
That's true.
Come on,
Steven,
come on.
who's like a
Let's
director,
go. Oh, here he
editor.
comes. Come on, let's
He's
get.
over there talking a big game, and he hasn't tried
let's
jack
get Brody.
squat.
Stephen,
Come on,
one
let's
of the
get
things you should
all
know
you
about
come
me
over.
that people who know me well know, I've got nothing to prove.
He definitely conducts himself that
I got
way.
nothing to prove.
Wait, give Brody, Stephen, Juju. You want to do
No.
it?
And what's interesting about that is I do plenty of really stupid things.
wait, let
I
them
just
do
don't
it.
need this kind
Agreed.
of motivation.
Andy, they want to do it. Let's
Who?
put them on.
Bring it. Who wants to
Brody?
jump?
Does anybody want to
Juju.
try the 5? I got a guest spot right here. First victim.
Oh,
Folks.
really?
You can say so I can stop it and turn on the
Oh, I'll just put the mic here.
Is there any?
Yeah.
Are there any tenders
Okay.
We got
Sure there
tendies.
that are playing?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
cooking.
I mean, I haven't
coming on
eaten
here
lunch.
first. Okay, we're gonna do them one at a time. No, we'll do one at a. Go ahead, Jules. You go first.
No, let them all.
Pull out a number 5
Who's got a 5? I think we got that 5. Oh, 5, right?
because there would be a couple left since neither of you. And didn't you take a
Well,
5?
I took one. I think I know.
some more
Oh, I know which one it is.
Yeah. Okay, friend.
All right. This looks horrible.
It is.
I mean,
Okay, Juju, just eat the thing. You're not a
Best to jump in.
you're not
and-
a fashion.
Okay.
Oh, that was a big bite. That was a real big bite.
Oh boy.
What? 5?
This is 5.
All right, and then we got Steven over there. Move your mic over toward him, Andy.
Here, excuse me.
We can see his pain.
How is it?
He handling it like it's nothing.
Do you eat
Are
more?
you sure that? Oh, wait a second. We're losing.
Oh.
Are you sure that's 5? Yeah. Okay, hold on. You know, that water's just going to spread it around.
That's
I
okay.
hate spicy things, but it's actually not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's actually not.
Is he taking another bite?
Yeah, it's actually kind of good.
Whatever you do,
No,
do
you-
not touch your fingers to your nose or eyes.
Now, is that the 5 too?
Are you- are you-
Over there like
are
the
you-
old man. You got old man cough.
Are your genitals? You don't want to get it there either.
Don't touch them.
You ready,
I think
buddy?
we need to take his mic.
We gotta break this thing out.
Yeah, you can go ahead,
You
buddy.
got another 5 handy. Pull one out.
Okay.
All right.
Outstanding
This
job.
for all the
Mike.
marbles
You're
right here.
making title. Look,
How is it?
This is
I'm not as
Hot?
brave as Jules.
it's
Here we
hot.
go.
It's hot. This is not tasting good at all, but
what?
it is.
You got
It's
training.
living
I don't
on my
know.
tongue.
You've been raised with spice.
It's living on my tongue
Now,
right
Brody,
now.
you have not been raised with spice.
No.
I
no, that's
can
gonna
I,
be brutal.
For those of you
Where
who know
is,
my,
where
Who's
are
got
the
milk?
cups?
my son.
Where are the empty cups?
Oh my God.
He doesn't. Get the man a cup before he dies.
That whole picture in a minute.
He's about to have me pour it into his hands.
No. Give me a flat, please. Desperately. Wonderful.
And that's a 5.
Oh yeah, that's right out of the 5 container.
Bring it on over.
Give him a 10.
You're gonna take one bite. It doesn't matter if it's been warmed up. Whoa.
Oh Jesus.
Listen.
Okay, just
I don't even.
my boy.
I don't even like
If you
milk.
stated for the record,
It's getting hotter.
Herman men,
Okay.
both father and son,
Okay.
It is getting
take on
hotter.
the challenge that these two,
Try it.
uh-oh,
So sensibly backed out
now it's
of.
a father-son challenge. This father and son beat that father and son. But hold on now. Hold on.
I'm going to hold on. I'm not going to eat.
Let's see what's happening here, because I'm seeing sweat bead.
Okay, that's hot.
That's it?
Get him a mic. Get
Yeah.
that mic. Make sure
That's-
that mic's picking it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, don't be surprised. It is going to come at you a little harder.
Yeah, it only gets more intense. It only gets more intense. It is like living on my tongue. I thought I was going to
feel
just
it in your
swallow
lips a
it.
little
And
bit.
Can't even talk.
just
Oh,
get
God.
it.
Yeah, it's hot.
Now, that doesn't count as child abuse because he's 23. He's adult. That's adult abuse of his own making.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
The eyes tell the whole story.
oh, Jesus.
What is this?
His eyeballs are
The
sweating.
milk is not really helping. It just like
The milk ain't milking.
No,
it just
here, let me have it.
reactivated itself.
You want to hold?
I don't know. No, just give me half a tender.
I don't even like milk.
Yeah, no, I'm good, but no, I'm good.
I'm pretty
Oh, I
sure.
took like 3 bites.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Listen, one
This
bite was
is
plenty.
definitely the hottest wing that I've.
It's still coming up here. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like if
good.
you just
I'm
let
good.
Yeah.
if you let the
You've
milk
done it.
just sit on your
Yeah.
tongue right
You've
quick.
done it. You've conquered it. What is that? Tenders?
Years ago, we ate at a like a hot pot restaurant, and they had a spicy, like a medicine dropper thing, and they sold it, and we bought it, and it was pure capsaicin. It was like 3 million Scoville units, and they had a lot of warnings, like it was very dangerous, and you
It is
literally
still hot.
would put 1 or 2 drops in a gallon of soup, like a whole pot of soup, and it was very hot. You touched any part of your body, you were in pain.
Yeah, you bring it.
Yeah, it is.
What's
not,
that? What one wing? Yes, again, I'm choosing not to. One bite will give me lots of pain. I don't like pain.
This is not working.
No. What kind of milk did you get? That must have been
No,
skim.
the milk doesn't work there.
What?
Oh, that's something.
Percent?
Coleslaw too. That
Oh,
might help.
Coleslaw?
Oh, I don't need that.
It would have been great earlier. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God,
It would have
man.
been great earlier. I'm not joking about that part. It's okay that it wasn't.
It builds up and then like it just inflames, and then you try to drink milk, and while it's in your mouth, it does what it's doing, but it's like
Steven's got his mom on the phone.
I should. Somebody call my mama.
Oh, it's loud.
You've all been wondering this whole time what Steven looks like. You hear about him all the time.
This is how it looked like.
It's definitely loud. Yeah. Oh.
I'm talking. I don't know. Mike, let's put this between us. Ooh. A little bit of relief, but then
I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed in Andy. That's who I was picking. Hold up.
You know, instead of being disappointed with Andy, why not
Be
just
proud
be
of
impressed
Ed.
with me?
Well, I'm impressed with you,
Yeah.
Dad.
I'm definitely impressed. I'm definitely impressed.
I thought
I
you'd
did
make
not.
the face you'd make when you eat a sour thing and your head recoils back.
You remember that?
Oh,
but
God.
and yet I like sour.
I was kind of banking on.
Oh, some of those things are
Terry's-
so gross.
What were you banking?
He was banking on all of your taste buds being so fried.
By the way, the best thing at Chuck's is definitely the chicken tenders, not the wings. Just want to put that out there.
I will have to say I agree with you.
Ed, pass this one. Will you?
I say that not because the wings aren't good, but the tenders I think are very good tenders.
A little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like my whole
and that's the
mouth.
last sensation you'll have. Like when everything else goes back to normal, the swollen lips will be the last
He's in a minstrel.
symptom standing.
I feel like my whole mouth is swollen.
Man, you really hurt over there.
Yeah, that's
Now why am I
that
enjoying
looks.
this so
But
much?
you know what?
You do not have a high
I'm
spice
sweating.
tolerance.
I'm
Clearly,
sweating.
But you did
But I did it.
criticize all of us for me being cowardly, and so I don't.
Terror
I
Bear.
want it to stop
Here you go.
now, but
There you go, Terror Bear.
it's good that you walked a mile in our shoes.
That's it. Well, you walked a while in my shoes.
Yeah.
a while or a mile?
In my shoes. They didn't step in those shoes.
Yeah, I just went
You
straight.
have to have that.
I went straight for
You have to have. What way did you tap out? At number 3?
that
Or
number
2?
2.
3.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That's who he is. He rises.
There you go.
Oh, question from the audience.
Question. Here we go.
Oh man.
Oh, I know what mine was. I liked Capriati's Part 2. I thought that the owner was interesting. He was a good guest. He was a really interesting guy. And he brought the gravy to go along with the Bobby. And
You
I
know how
still
to get to Ed.
that you get
Just
that
gravy.
brown gravy with that Thanksgiving Bobby sandwich at Capriati's, and how could that not be our best episode? That's just my vote. What's your vote?
I thought it was fun having. Well, let's see. There are a couple.
Strange Donuts, guys.
Yeah, I was going to say Jason Bachman was fun to have on. I thought that was good. There was another one that I thought
I think
was,
Max is one. Has got to be up there.
Which
I love
one?
Chris McKenzie.
Yeah,
Oh,
Max was good.
Oh, Max was stellar. Stellar.
And I'm not just Mac from Max Local Eats. Oh boy, there's a lot of.
Also, we did a great
gurgling
crossover with the
noises.
STL Bucket podcast. That was phenomenal. It's like when Simpsons
Yeah.
and Family Guy crossed over. It was stellar.
Oh, hey, this one has not been released to the public yet, but I enjoyed the Pizza Babble.
I thought
Yeah. Oh, great. Love
Yeah.
Andrew Taylor. Pizza Babble.
Yeah. Of course, the biggest problem with that episode. Well, I'm going to let the public wait and see, but thank you.
Steven?
You
I
ate a
feel
lot
totally, totally validated.
Sweet.
But
And it
something
made you
got
sick?
him. Something got him.
What is this?
Little cookie.
Is this
What?
My mustache is sweating.
Was that in your pocket?
Can a mustache sweat?
But it was like
That's
such
the important question of the
odd
day.
little tiny piece of cookie. You got two big cookies there. You gave him a piece smaller than like a
I
dime.
was ready to give him more. I didn't want to.
Overwhelm his palate.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I've never seen somebody give a piece of oatmeal raisin cookie so small. There's no raisin in it.
No,
There's
there
a
was.
couple of raisins.
I see no
Eat it,
raisin.
Steven. Try
I
it.
can't. Of course, I don't have my glasses
My favorite. It was a short, and my favorite is when you were talking about your sexual awakening as a young boy.
Oh yes.
wow.
I believe that was I was known as the Catwoman / Batgirl episode.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow,
I remember that.
I don't
one.
remember that. I'll have to go revisit it.
Wait. Batgirl first appeared in season 3, then, so that would have nerfed the kit.
No. Well, yes, but they weren't in the episode together.
I don't remember
And you're
that
right
one.
about that.
You?
Okay.
Oh,
No,
look at
Julie
this.
Newmar's first 2.
There's more chicken coming, which is crazy.
Regular.
More chicken.
I'm finally coming back down to earth.
that chicken? Why is there more
This is
chicken?
regular.
Just regular plain
Zero
chicken.
heat.
We got plain chicken.
I don't think we need any more chicken.
Now that I've tasted the spice,
I think we can put it
I don't know that I can go
downstairs.
back to plain chicken.
Yeah, I'm settling that back down to earth.
Well, the problem is you can't put a man like me in jail. You know,
that wouldn't be for me either.
I'm just saying that's
don't
not.
see-
That's
I don't
that,
see
nobody
any
wants to
of
see that. Nobody wants to see me in jail. Now, Terry, I think you'd be very popular in jail. I think.
was in jail once for a very short period of time. I didn't
Oh,
like
well, tell that story.
DUI story.
No, he doesn't even drink alcohol.
No, I'm joking. No. It was in high school. It wasn't.
Here's the thing with me in jail. I'm a survivor. I'll do what I got to do.
Which is frightening to think about because we know what you sometimes have to do to survive.
Listen, if I got to fight, I'll fight.
That's not what I was
I'll do what I
thinking.
got to do. Right? I'm a survivor. I will survive. I would not like it, and I will do everything I can to keep myself out of that position.
Okay, but how do you know that you won't like it?
You know what?
I'm fairly certain. I've
think-
watched
I
enough
mean,
prison
It
shows.
sounds like
think
you're,
most
but you
men
know it
think
with the
that.
kind of conclusive
Just what you said.
that you do what you got to do to survive.
do what
but that's
you
what
gotta
human
do.
beings do. That's
Because
out of
I'm a
survival.
survivor.
He's not going to do
That
something
is-
that's
that
not
is-
good for him.
You're seeing Darwin right in front of your very eyes. I got nothing to prove. This was I've got something to prove,
always have something
which is
to prove.
how the species dies
STP,
out.
something to prove.
The
STP.
evolutionary path comes in my direction. I am improving upon the species. These two are a wing that will die off because they're not
Happily.
survivors.
Happily.
Anyway,
There you have
I don't
it.
know what more we have to say. We got a lot of cleanup to do, but I don't know what more we have to say.
No, I believe we have a lot of editing to do. Yeah. And it's not going to fall on us. 'Cause
yes.
There's a lot of nuggets in this episode, not just chicken,
I think
but
so.
like nuggets of entertainment, but they're all sort of wedged in the middle of a lot of boring nonsense.
Hey, do we want to give people previews of coming attractions?
Sure.
Do we? What are they?
Oh God! You say that like you have something in mind, and you're like, should we give them a sneak
I'm
peek?
looking
Like,
at,
yeah,
I'm
you're like, I
looking
don't
at
know what's going to happen.
Our young producer
Yeah.
who's got it.
Do we want to give a sneak peek? What do we have coming up on future episodes? I know we got some UFO
well, the
expert
problem
coming
is,
in.
yeah,
And you know
I
what?
guess.
I'll give you a tease. We're going to have in an upcoming episode. For those of you out there who listen to us on
Ed versus Speedos.
No, on the TMA STL podcast, which we appear on every Tuesday morning, and we're the title sponsor. It's on ESPN Radio. That's their shirt. But former host, or one of the hosts, Iggy Strode, is going to be a guest on this podcast, an upcoming episode, and we are going to find out what Iggy has been up to since he left TMA. We're going to get the behind-the-scenes story as to what actually happened, and we are going to see if he will tell us the details of his torrid sexual affair with Leona Helmsley. And
He
I think
is a
that's going to
fascinating man.
He's a fascinating guy, and St. Louis is going to want to tune in for that.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Do people who
What
know
else we got
Leona
coming up?
Helmsley is still?
Probably.
Oh,
not.
Steve Ewing from Steve's Hot
Urkel?
Dogs, of course.
Oh,
No, from not
what
just
was
Steve's
his
Hot
name?
Dogs, but
What's Urkel's real name?
Oh, it's a little light.
yeah,
Oh,
Julia
it's
White.
not Steve something.
Well, the
No,
character, I
it's very
think.
smart.
I think
oh,
the
Steve
character.
Urkel.
Steve Urkel.
Yeah, watch the
No, but Steve Ewing is Steve's Hot Dogs, and of course,
And also,
and that musical group that he was involved with. What is it? The
lift, the drip.
no. The Urge.
Urge?
Yeah.
Was it the Urge? The
A lot of
Verge?
CBC guys in there, Jost and the whole crew.
Yeah. So, but that's going to be a good episode, and he has great hot dogs. We actually, back when Three Lawyers Eating Sandwiches was a video series before it was a podcast, we did Steve's Hot Dogs when they were on the Hill. Not at
Is
new
it the
location.
Urge?
Yes, it's the Urge. Jerry Jost. Yeah, John Pisoni, Steve Ewing and the crew. Great band. Great band.
Was that the famous?
Yeah.
Were they famous?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else we got coming up? Who?
How
What's his
about
first name? He, him? Oh, those are his pronouns?
how about
No,
this
that's
one?
his name.
He, him?
He, him, Curtis.
F O
Oh, God.
U F.
Oh, UFO.
Yeah, yeah.
We have 2 UFO people?
Yep.
They are.
Well, of course.
Well, they've got to service many planets.
By the what?
The Blackhawks.
What is that?
Can you spell that, please? Because I'm not. Oh, the Black Hawk. The Battle Hawks.
Oh, Battle
Oh,
Hawks.
Jesus Christ. Edit that out. How the hell do you go from the Blackhawks to the Battle Hawks?
The black cock? No.
She said. Yeah, okay.
Caw.
I do a pretty good one. Oh, my. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Give us another one that doesn't
It
sound.
is amazing how well supported the St. Louis Battlehawks are.
You know what? Because we have nothing. We know the football.
We would also like anybody who served hard time.
By the
We
way,
want them to come. We want to talk about prison.
For the Battlehawks, correct, bro?
Yeah.
The former NFL player, but the executive for the Battlehawks.
Nice.
Not a player. The guy that
We need players.
He's in charge.
Maybe, let's get a player.
Wait, we got a hand up.
Wait, hold on. Can we
Wait,
get
no,
a
we got a
player?
hand up.
And Ed and the player can play that little football
Yes,
game
oh my God.
that he and his brother played on the bed.
No,
Sure.
He's a real player, though.
Yeah.
Stop burping. Oh. Yeah, that's a good call.
Oh, yeah.
Let's finish the
Look right in
episode
the
first.
camera. Well, I feel like the
Let's
episode
wrap,
is long
and then
done.
we can get some promos. Are
I
we
feel
done?
like this episode ended the moment after when your eyes started pouring.
That's right.
Yeah, I think
was
when
about it.
Stephen died.
Yeah, that was about
That's right.
it.
When Steven's soul left his body.
So here are some of
It
the
was
people
over.
that we would like on a future episode. So if you match this description or you know somebody that's willing to come on, enjoy some sandwiches with us, and face just some curiosity questions, really.
And
I mean,
there
no
could
gotchas.
be-
just
Here, why don't
curiosity.
you give the pitch and then give you the pitch so we can use them as
Right.
individual
well,
promos.
so, for example, and not because we take any of this lightly, and we don't want to use people for sport, but because we've all been curious to ask certain questions. Maybe it's a person who has served hard prison time. We only know about prison time from TV and movies. I think a lot of us are curious what it's actually like. Being on the streets in the unhoused community, I know down here on the Hill, we deal with this all the time. We see people at the lights, and these are human beings, and they're our neighbors, and we don't want to take advantage of people, but if you know somebody who's in a situation like that, who's willing to put a face to the plight and answer some questions about what it's really like on a day-to-day basis, we would love to have you on the show.
Yeah, we would like somebody who had a near-death experience to come on the show.
Especially if they think they saw something
If
on the
they
other
saw
side.
something on the other side, even better. I'd like to have somebody that the men and women who man the overpasses and the exit and entrance ramps on highways and ask for money. I would like to know, what's the deal? Are they part of a large group?
Do they pool?
What kind of money do they make?
What's a good day?
Yeah.
Well, do they get more in the rain out of sympathy
Yeah.
or less in the rain because people don't want to roll
or
their
on a
windows
holiday,
down?
or why not buy like a $38 ticket on a Greyhound and get to San Diego where the weather is perfect year round
all the time. Yeah, I've always wondered why there's not a greater effort, although there's a lot of homeless in San Diego and in Miami, but those cities where you wouldn't have to worry about the elements
Miami's
is
hot.
the same
Miami's
way.
really hot.
I
San
would-
Diego's
San Diego's
72.
perfect.
I would
They've
also-
just destroyed the city of San Diego.
I would like to talk to somebody who's been shot.
Yes, to
Or
see what it's
stabbed.
actually like.
I would like to know what it's really like. I'd like to talk to somebody who's had open heart surgery, real critical, long surgery, or a heart transplant or an organ transplant.
organ
See what
transplant, that's kind of an interesting one.
Somebody in the crowd.
Oh, yes, a legitimate.
Oh, yes, we'd like
legitimate
We've got to let me redirect here. I think the goal here is to create like a 10, 20, 30-second promo that we can run asking for specific guests.
Yeah,
we've been rambling.
I know. I feel like this could work too.
That could work too, but let's also try to get
him wrong. If you're a give us a call.
Wait, a lady's coming up with a hand raised. Were you a? Oh, she's
no. Okay. We may have to.
No,
we may have to replace him on the podcast. Thank you. Let the producer produce.
Here's what we'll say. We'll say you've got a story. If you've got an interesting story or a life experience, we're not talking about regular stuff. I mean, really unique life experience.
Right.
We want to hear from you.
Let me try this.
Then you name the safe ones. You could be on the streets or have experienced that. Blah blah blah. And then the comments is where I can kind of pull it together. And get
Let me. Which camera we got?
And see if she's got a heart of gold.
Middle.
We'd like with a heart of gold.
Yes, we would.
Okay.
But we take a bronze one.
We take one. Yeah. Honestly, we don't even care if you have a heart.
We are trying to preserve what's left of this law firm after this episode.
Get out of here. You know what? We're just regular people.
We are looking for anyone with a fascinating story, and I don't mean run-of-the-mill. I mean you've really experienced something that most people have never experienced. And I don't know what that means, but if you're sitting out there, you do. Maybe you were abducted by aliens. Maybe you served hard prison time and want to tell your story so that other people cannot go down the path you went down. Anything like that, something unique, something different than the average person has experienced, yet the average person is quite curious about, and maybe you can help save a life. All of that.
Like, for instance, if you had a flu shot. Not unusual enough? Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Never mind.
We are actually fully in favor
really
of
bad indigestion.
Of vaccines.
Well, that you have me on every week.
The earth is round. There is no ice wall. Anyway, if you have anything interesting.
But no wacky conspiracies unless you can prove it.
That's right.
If you can prove it, then
That's
absolutely
right.
we
or
want
else
you
it
on.
really has to be wacky.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's really
All right,
that crazy.
this went off the rails.
That's fine.
Anyway,
it's all good.
We're here. We want to
Anybody
talk
who's
to you.
taking lithium
We want
on
you.
a
If you're
regular...
come on down.
No. Okay.
I think we'd all like, listen, we're not looking to engage in a business transaction. We want to interview them and learn about their journey.
I think I have no problem having that person on. I think it's how we ask for that person.
Okay, can we get somebody off
that is
the
a
pole?
little-
I think that would be good.
Off the
The
pole?
pole, a dancer, you know. I mean, I think have a lot of really good stories.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's
Can we just reserve a woman of the night's time and just have her show up?
That
Well,
might be illegal.
That's a crime. Actually,
no,
it's
that's
not.
a crime.
No,
If
you're
you don't-
paying. You're right. That's not a crime.
You want her story. You don't want...
Oh, wait,
and
hold
then
on.
maybe she's done.
Wait. So you're gonna go with this, officer? I just wanted to talk.
Yes.
Is
We
that
just
what you're-
wanted her to be a guest on our podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
We weren't looking for any kind of special party.
And who knows she sold heroin also.
That-
we
that-
didn't
as it
know.
What's
turns
with all the
out-
Diddy lube in your pocket?
Yeah, that was tangential to what we brought her
What's
for.
the 55-gallon drum of lubricant?
Have they asked him about all the lube yet at his trial? I have not been following
no.
the trial. Is it
Haven't
still going
followed it.
on?
Oh yeah.
You know, who knows?
How could that be going on that long?
Sam's been up there 4 times.
Oh Lord. Okay, I think we're done.
I think we're done in many ways. Thank you. Thanks for.
We got to get more Joe Roganish. I'm telling you, you can't.
No,
you're
no.
holding things back.